Peace, 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 peace. Yeah. Coming from the Temple of Tanya 23 this evening. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Uncle Johnson, Shem Hotep. That's right, family. Blessings to you all. Yes. The goddess has pulled another oracle card for today. And we're going to read what it is. If you can see my little logo on the screen, that is the card we're going to work with this evening. Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz. Every morning when I wake up to the sound. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, where is the owl? I have to get some binoculars because I have to find out where this owl is. Every morning. And it's come into my consciousness. I've probably been hearing it, but now I'm conscious for about 3 weeks now. Every morning I hear, woo, woo. I'm like, this has got to be a big owl. Where is it? I haven't seen it yet, but it's close, let me tell you. Where are you going, little owl? Okay, so with every oracle comes a description. So I am going to read what this says, the spirit owl, before we get into our other presentation, which is literally dark matter matters. I'm going to share some information on that. But yes, spirit owl 852. Excuse me while I do a little costume change. Yes, these are for fashion. They're not prescription as of yet. I just got them, so I'm getting used to them. And yes, they're going to be prescription. But for now, we have our other glasses. Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz. This is the message coming from Spirit. Pure Spirit. Meditative Spirit. And we pull 3 cards. This is a divine message, so let's get this straight. Hope everyone can hear me well. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for a new way of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in your higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Spirit Owl is the wisdom bearer, the one who perceives the intended meaning underlying words and the truth behind appearances. Even in darkness, Spirit Owl senses subtle movements with accuracy. The heightened senses of Spirit Owl are akin to the supernatural perception of the higher self. Your higher self sees through illusion and with compassion. It astutely recognizes the agendas of the ego and tunes into the empowering energies of the universe to find a constructive way to express its loving purpose. Spirit Owl enhances your connection to your higher self, guiding you beneath the compelling nature of appearances, where a vastly different and spiritually empowering perspective is available to you. From such heightened awareness, you can accurately intuit the complex drives at work in yourself and others. This makes it easier to have compassion, outwit negativity, and make decisions that are helpful and healing, rather than adding to the confusion or disorder. When Spirit Owl appears in a reading, a mystery is soon to be solved, and the ensuing clarity will bring relief and spiritual reward. As Spirit Owl is a message bearer, this oracle is also a positive omen for the future, a sign that a seemingly impossible or impenetrable situation is unraveling. 852 hertz is the frequency of higher self connection, which favors the clearing of the mind and an awakening of genuine insight and higher understanding. The frequency of 852 hertz opens one to perceive light and communicate with the realms of higher light beings. With such clarity in mind, it is easy to recognize lower level beings who do not operate from unconditional love and pure wisdom. There is no attraction to such beings, but a compassionate attitude toward them. What attracts the soul at this high frequency is the pure light of wisdom, truth, grace, and spiritual liberation, to which the soul is drawn for nourishment and restoration. When we are thirsty, we do not reach for an empty glass. We reach for one that is full. Seek nourishment that can truly offer what you need. There is no sense in seeking something other that cannot provide you because of their spiritual limitations. You can only find it from those who are able to give it. Keep this in mind as you awaken the inner eye of wisdom. Seek the purest love to nurture your heart and share it freely. 852 hertz is a love-enhancing, freedom-generating frequency of the visionary. The third eye of the soul is the awakened inner eye, which sees things as they are without fear, because there is knowledge that is healing and it is possible. We are ready for such vision when our hearts are ready to be free. Then we are prepared to stop fantasizing and start creating and act with more wisdom because we have more clarity. The Oracle of Spirit Owl of 852 hertz reconnects you to your authentic soul path and higher purpose. It is a sign that your mind is tuning in to something true. It augurs clear seeing and higher understanding. You will be freed from a struggle and set on a creative, empowering, and effective path of manifestation. This is a blessing of creative psychological fire. Trust that the more you let go, the more you will experience renewal and stunning spiritual rebirth. The path is truly over and a new era is dawning. All I can say and all I have the notion to say is Ashe and Shen Hotel. That's right. That was a very profound oracle message to let you know that we are in a new time, so get ready. This new time is not for the old way. Be creative and be free. And when you do this, you'll discover many supposedly illusionary hidden talents. You have talents you have yet to tap into, people. Star beings, I should say. 852 hertz is a love enhancing frequency. And so we're sending out that frequency now because we understand, and if you read the bottom of the ticker, it says that the physical and the metaphysical are one now. They seem to be merged. So what I'm saying is it's more than what it seems to be. What you thought you knew, you must relearn. Everything is changing. Everything you've been taught is changing. Everything you thought you knew is no more. A new way of thinking has emerged. Are you there? Are you vibing at 852 hertz? Which means you're in your higher consciousness, and so you have access to higher beings. Are these beings letting you know what time it is now? Well, as you see, I'm here. So I'm telling you, the time is now. Don't hold back on what you know you have inside. What is inside is a library and a storehouse. Take some time and chill. Take some time and go within. Turn out the lights. Turn off the TV. Turn off the phone. Turn off all devices. If you have to, unplug the Wi-Fi so you can get the entire frequency. In meditation, that is recommended. And once you learn how to be still, you will begin to know who you are. Lots of different images will be rambling through your mind. Different emotions will be stirred. But anchor down. Or should I say, learn your energy centers. Because when these things arise, you can subdue them. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Some say with age that older people are too calm and too passive. But as you move through levels of consciousness, you no longer have a need for your old ways. It is not that someone needs to sit you down and tell you this, but it is that you have to tap in within yourself. And that is taking time with yourself. If you always got to have someone around, that is abnormal. And I'm speaking not in, it's just coming out with power, not with condemnation. The oracle has spoken, and it said it is time for us to let go of the ego so that you can live. We have all these different voices telling us what we can't do inside. Oh, they're there. You can't deny it. All you can do is tap in. But I'm going to hit a frequency tonight, and it's going to exercise that out of you. And it's up to you not to let it back in. The frequency of 852 hertz is love centered. So you're going to focus on yourself. Whatever it is you need to do, we all have to do different things, but we all have to do something. We all must do something. And we have a lot of different voices telling us and holding us back. If you Google it, it's actually called an archon. They're intellectual demons. They actually come into your body in a parasitic way through what you eat. That's how you allow it and you put it into your body. And they have told you, they have said, you are what you eat. So there you have it. There is another card that I pulled, card number 2, back to the Oracle. It's called Telepathy of Terra Mater. And we're going to see what Spirit has to say to us on Telepathy of Terra Mater. Mind you, I still have some information, some breaking news to share with you. But I have to get you in the spirit and share what thus says the Oracle, because it all comes full circle. Mind you, these are not pre-read. I have not pre-read this material. I am reading it for the first time with you, because that's how the Oracle and the Spirit works. It is not pre-planned. Okay, and so we have Telepathy of Terra Mater. Ooh, I got a feeling this is going to be a good one. Hold on. Spirit is telling me Ankh in hand on this one. Let us read it. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. This is what we said about spirit. It is not planned. It evolves organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of the Earth Mother are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to the manifestation of your soul purpose. That's part of getting ready. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart. Even if it seems improbable or unattainable, it will manifest successfully. This is the second time Oracle has said, go ahead and do it. Just move self out the way, as the elders say, and you know it. Earth Mother, or Terra Mater in Latin, is so much more than being physical. It's so much more than a physical being. She is also a goddess of great spiritual development, not to mention creative pizzazz. As a masterful practitioner of artful evolution, she creates butterflies from caterpillars, massive oak trees from marvelously odd little acorns, and a radiant soul from the flesh of a human infused with the eternal spirit. Her mind-bending skill in the miraculous magic of evolutionary manifestation can be relied upon to evoke far greater sublime beauty and rapturous delight than even the most inspired human imagination can conjure. As a sacred feminine being, she knows how to nurture the essence of all beings into fulfillment. She knows what your soul is divinely intended to become and what you need to meet your destiny. She has the resources and wisdom to support each soul in such a way that there is benefit for all beings. This is the applied genius of ecosystem intelligence. It is the antithesis of the lone wolf mentality of the ego and the heart-warming, spiritually empowering reality that none of us is in this alone. We can learn to feel held in this unity consciousness, understanding that we have our own special role in the greater scheme of things. This will likely involve a process of healing past wounds of abandonment, neglect, and betrayal. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Such healing allows us to gently cleanse the heart and settle into life with more trust and peace. We will understand that as we fulfill our own heart, we are contributing toward the fulfillment of all hearts. We will recognize at a deep intuitive cellular level that our soul fulfillment is never just about us as individuals. Whenever there is a genuine spiritual win, every being benefits. Egos may not like it. They may feel jealous or denied and will likely whine and whine. And perhaps try to undermine your spiritual progress by labeling your work as selfish and deluded or irrelevant. That is what egos do. Yeah, those archons, those intellectual demons that we let control us until they manifest as those things. Selfishness, labeling, delusion, irrelevance. That is what egos do. Best to note it, have compassion for it, then ignore it, and get on with your sacred task. The oracle has spoken. We'll get on with our sacred task. We will not let nothing get in the way. We're conscious of this, that it is there. It is the they. It is the them. It is whoever. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. That's what the ego can do for you. It can make you or break you, but it's breaking a lot of those who are continuously in the hermit stage. There is a time, there is a place for the hermit time, but the oracle has said, this is not it. Whatever it is, let it flow. If you have an opinion, say it, post it, share it, make a video. Don't hold it all in. What's your opinion on what's going down? Do you know what's going down? Make an effort to find out what's going down. Because there damn sure is a lot going down and a lot going up. As above, so below. Let us continue. That is what the ego can do. Best to note it. Have compassion for it. Perhaps even do a stroke or two. Then forget it and get on with your sacred task. I challenge you to take some time. Your sacred task will come to you. Many of us have many sacred tasks. We all have more than one. Maybe we can only perform one at a time, but there's beings, we're out there, we're multitaskers. We are actually all doing more than one thing. But do a little something for yourself. Whatever is in your heart, that's what it is. It is the key of life. The key of life for your heart. Execute it in your mind. That's how manifestation starts. Visualize whatever it is. Keep visualizing it. Just keep visualizing. But you have to make active moves towards your visualization on the Terra. Remember, it's telepathy of Terra matter. You create the matter, in other words. Through your telepathy, we're all telepathic. You have been told that this is some far-reaching thing, but you use your telepathy all the time. Every day you do. You know, I'm gonna do this. I changed my mind. Some sort of telepathy took place there that brought it to your consciousness that now is not the time for whatever move you're about to make. But the oracle has spoken, and you can best believe now is the time for whatever it is. Open Pandora's box. Open your box. I'm opening the box of Tanya 23. She's bursting at the seams, as we will see. The oracle of telepathy of Terra matter comes to you with the guidance that Earth Mother knows your spiritual destiny and how to help you fulfill your life purpose. You have help. You are not in this alone. By far, my friends, you are not in this alone. If you could just see all that was around you, you would be amazed. But imagine it is a wonderful thing. Yes, because of course that is why you're here in a body. She's on the side of your soul, of all souls, actually, because whilst egos may be at war, the soul is always on the same side, that of love, evolution, and enlightenment. The ways of Terra matter are the ways of the divine feminine creatrix. She knows how to shape your life path to avoid pitfalls and provide you with all you need to know and experience so you are prepared for next steps. She consistently nurtures the soul through the most improbable evolutionary leaps. One only has to contemplate the existence of a butterfly and how it becomes as such to know that logic and the predictable are not often her creative markers. She prefers the astonishing over the rational. What does this mean? Don't let your intellect stifle your imagination. Trust in the inspired idea, unconventional guidance, and heart-honoring intuitions that occur to you. Earth Mother will heal your soul and speak to your heart through the telepathic transmitter of your body. Hold up. I hope y'all heard the bomb. If you didn't, it went pow. I'm working on my own side effects just in case. My own sound effects, rather. Side effects, sound effects, whatever. Anyways, I'm working on it. Anyways, don't let your intellect stifle your imagination. Trust in the inspired idea, unconventional guidance, and heart-honoring intuitions that occur to you. Earth Mother will heal your soul to speak to your heart through the telepathic transmitter of your body. Take time to tune into your body and her guiding genius. We spoke of that. This is just another oracle confirmation that it's time to tune in and go within. It won't take long. And in these times of no time, of time and space being uh, at your discretion, actually. We said the physical and the metaphysical seem to be merged. That is true. Time and space exist only on Earth. That is the going information anyway. And so once you're off Earth, there is no time and space. But a recent discovery, which is, we've got one more card to get through. We're on a roll here. And like I said, this is not pre-read. And so I am actually excited to see what the third card says. The third card is Tavara Patra. And it looks to be sun related. I always see the sun in the wings of Heru, so take out of it what you want. But Tavara Patra, and we'll read the description. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you that your time is now. Put that ego aside, kill it, just knock it right on out. Mama said, knock it out. Knock it on out. Knock it on out because it's an illusion. It's not real. You make it real. It's telling you don't do this, you can't do this and that. Be scared to do this and that. You can't do this and that because you got to do this and that. This and that just happened, so this and that is going to stop you from doing this. That and they and them. Shut it down. Shut it down. It's a public enemy announcement. Once you move past that, you see a new horizon. And it goes up and up and up and up each time. I know it's hard. Let me just take a sidebar because it's so easier said than done. It takes a lot of work. I mean, a lot of work. But the cosmic energies have come to catapult you into position. That's a fact. All kinds of conjunctions, retrogrades, but if you ride the wave consistently with love, compassion, knowing to mind your business, know when to intervene, and that is by moving by the spirit, not by listening to everybody else. Listen to yourself. Yourself tells you what to do. Yourself tells you what to do. Okay? Along with your DNA sparking ancestors speaking to you, your own actual blood. And then there's ones that you connect with. I mean, we are so ancient. Don't think because an ancestor's real old, you don't have a connection. You have a connection to the oldest of the old. The oldest of the old. You have a connection to. So, shut that down. If that's what you thought, that's not true. Whatever's connected to you in your bloodline, it can be 1,000,000 years. It matters a damn. You still have a connection to it. The third card of Tavara Patra. Let's read that description and see what thus says the oracle. This is so interesting, and I'm going to do it a lot more often because there's some words I got to get out there in the airwaves to the people, because somebody is going to hear it. Eventually, you have to have patience, and that I do have. When you've struggled, these little things cannot bother you. It may look like I'm sitting here just talking to myself, and perhaps I could be, and perhaps there's some other more popular person, but I kid you not, the content is fire. If you put your ego aside, you too will see. Going by spirit, you can't go wrong. And we're on page 194. 194. Equals 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 is such a divine number. Look it up. It is. Anyway, Devara Patra. Let's see what she talking about. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. A meditation is now being answered in a wonderful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive it. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. My friends, must we must acknowledge the oracle and what the oracle said. It is the same message across the board. It is time for you. It is your time. Even if it's giving of yourself, it's time to share and put the ego aside. All of us have to learn how to deal with the many multiple egos that we have. It's time. We're not going to overlook it anymore, even especially within our own families. We're not going to overlook it anymore. We are going to address these things. We're going to address them with compassion and love. And the best thing you can do is receive it that way. Because the exorcism is now. Everybody's getting ready to catapult into a new time, a new space here on Terra Matter, says Mother Earth. And I think that we should listen. Let's finish listening. The Holy Grail is the sacred chalice. It is a powerful, living, regenerative, and deeply healing symbol of hope and blessing. It will interact with each soul in its own way. For your soul, that may involve a recognition that the light is always seeking you, wanting to fill and heal and bless and protect you, to initiate you, wanting to fill and heal and bless and protect you into awareness of the realms of light, beauty, and divine presence. It may rewind your heart to receive, It may remind your heart to receive that you are capable of being a channel for goodness, grace, abundance, and pure light. It may be recognized as a sign of future blessing, of something truly desired finally coming to pass. The sacred grail is hope. It is blessing. It is both a portent of fulfillment and the inner meaning by which we connect with the loving language of light and truly receive. In Sanskrit, patra means goblet or vessel. It is not only an object, but can be a teaching or even a sublime teacher or heavenly being within whom we can dwell. It is that which holds us in a loving way, our soft place to fall. In learning how to receive, we also learn how to be received and how to be fully beheld, which is an expression of unconditional love. When we experience being loved, we learn how to love in such a way too. We become a true receiver, nurturer, protector of the heart. The sacred chalice reminds us of our potential to hold, but also of the generosity of the universe in providing for us so we too can be held and receive all we need. Dvara is Sanskrit for a pathway, an opening, a portal, a doorway, or even a means or method. The oracle of Dvarapatra indicates the way for your deepest fulfillment is via the receptive faculty of the sacred feminine. The feminine way is organic, creative, responsive, spontaneous, and effective. It is not constrained by our human perceptions of what it is or what it is not. To honor and empower the sacred feminine genius in our lives requires a considerable shift from mainstream conditioning and into spiritual surrender. Allowing her method rather than blocking her loving creativity in our lives entails the moment from head to heart, entails the movement from head to heart. That means you will not necessarily understand how a situation will work out, yet you will feel inner guidance to proceed in a particular way. Your inner guidance will often seem to disregard the otherwise convincing realities of the outer world. That inner wisdom has allegiance to a deeper truth than appearances can convey. You may wonder at times if you are crazy to follow an internal guidance system so at odds with the way the majority of people move about in this world. Yet you will know in the depths of your being that your inner guidance is true and wise. As you invert your priorities from ego to soul, you'll invert your locus of orientation from head to heart, from outer to inner reality, from above to below, from below to above. You will trust your heart knows whether or not it makes sense to your logical mind, or to anyone else's for that matter. This oracle foretells a happy, heartfelt manifestation, a true blessing coming to life. Again, all I can say is Ashe and Shem Hotep. Shem Hotep. What a great and positive, spontaneous, and spiritual, and just a wonderful message for all the star seeds out there. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, because it's about to go down, family. Do what you gotta do, baby, because it's time. It's time. No, don't play that. You might get a strike. One of these days we'll all be free to share the music that we already got on our phone and in our YouTube and on the very same channel we stream live on, but we get copyright. Telepathy of Terramata. It is gone. Poof. No more of that crap. Oh, hey, hold up. I'm moving too fast. Spirit said, I have to share this article with you. After we have had all of this positive information about how we get ready to go higher, let me share my screen. Is that no? Share this. Now I got to move out of these glasses, right? Why is it sharing this? This is not what I want to share. Stop. That's what I want. Hold up, family. Okay, here's the article. Let's see. All right, y'all. Why isn't the whole article scrolling? Incredible. Hold on. All right, y'all. Now, you know what? Let me just pull this up. my little phone because see the article, even though I'm sharing the screen, it will not let me scroll the article. But anyway, let's just read it from here, and I will go ahead and pull it up. Because honey, it is top news. Boop, boop, boop. Top news. Okay. Let me get my glasses. "10 hours ago, special report. New dark matter map reveals cosmic mystery." This purple picture is the most detailed map of the distribution of dark matter in the universe. The bright areas represent its highest concentrations, which is where galaxies form. Let's break it down. Remember what the oracle said, and now listen. An international team of researchers has created the largest and most detailed map of the distribution of so-called dark matter in the universe. The results are a surprise because they show that it is slightly smoother and more spread out than the current best theories predict. The observation appears to stray from Einstein's theory of general relativity, posing a conundrum for researchers. A conundrum is they got some shit to prove. They have got some work to do. A conundrum is you have got a problemo. Remember, I said what you thought you knew, you do not know. This is a new day. This is a new earth. This is a new universe. This is a new time, family. Your time is now. The results are a surprise because they show that it is slightly smoother and more spread out than the current best theories predict. The results have been published by the Dark Energy Survey collaboration. Dark matter is an invisible substance that permeates space. It accounts for 80% of the matter in the universe. Astronomers were able to work out where it was because it distorts light from distant stars. The greater the distortion, the greater the concentration of dark matter. Dr. Neil Jeffrey of École Normale Supérieure in Paris, who pierced the map together, said that the result posed a real problem for physics. If this disparity is true, then maybe Einstein was wrong, he told BBC News. You might think that this is a bad thing, that maybe physics is broken. But to a physicist, it is extremely exciting. It means that we can find out something new about the way the universe really is. Professor Carlos Frank of Durham University, who was one of the scientists that built on the work of Albert Einstein and others to develop the current cosmological theory, said he had mixed emotions on hearing the news. I spent my life working on this theory, and my heart tells me I don't want to see it collapse. But my brain tells me that the measurements were correct, and we have to look at the possibility of new physics, said Professor Frank. Then my stomach cringes because we have no solid grounds to explore, because we have no theory of physics to guide us anymore. It makes me very nervous and fearful because we are entering a completely unknown domain, and who knows what we're going to find. Using the Victor M. Blanco telescope in Chile, the team behind the new work analyzed 100 million galaxies. The map shows how dark matter sprawls across the universe. The black areas are vast areas of nothingness called voids, where the laws of physics might be different. The bright areas are where dark matter is concentrated. They are called halos because bright in the center is where our reality exists. In their midst are galaxies like our own Milky Way, shining brightly like the tiny gems on a vast cosmic web. According to Dr. Jeffrey, who is also part of the department at University College of London, the map clearly shows that galaxies are part of a larger invisible structure. No one in the history of humanity has been able to look out into space and see where dark matter is to such an extent. Astronomers have been able to build pictures of small patches, but we have unveiled vast new swaths which show much more of its structure. For the first time, we can see the universe in a different way. Ashe. Ashe. Hotep now. The pillar has fallen. The laws of physics have been cracked. They are no more. A new study on what the dark substance is. I tell you who knew. I'll tell you who knew. Tehuti Thoth, the Atlantean. He knew, and he explained it. The answer is in the tablets. And they call us Hoteppers. You shouldn't do such a thing. Fire! Where my bomb at? Hold up. We can unshare the screen now. Because I got to find my bomb diggity bomb. Okay. Where's my bomb? That's not how that go. Man. The bomb. Incredible. And the sound effects now. I had the bomb. Burn the explosions here. Let's see what number 3 sound like. Oh yeah. One more time. Let's hear some more. Oh, one more time for Kemet. Oh, that was the supersonic one. Oh, yeah. One more time. Oh, yeah. They don't know what it is. The laws of physics are no more. This is May 27th, 2021. What you thought you knew is no more. We are living in a new earth. We are in a new time. This is your time, family. Plain and simple. Okay? Now, I have some work to do. And I'm going to see you guys later on now. But before we go, because this is how we do. Hey! It's a new day. Get your shit together, people. It's a new day. Hey, we on our way. Get your spaceship together, cause we on our way. Hey, we gonna cause dark matter really matters. Hey, hey. Every time I hear an update on this information, I just gotta be more patient because you ain't never seen or heard nothing yet, family. Oh yes, what a time to be alive. I love you all. There's no reason not to love ya because we're protected by the spirit owl. We got Mother Earth. We got our telepathy of Paramatter. Okay. Devara Patra. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yes, it's time. But until the next time, I'll be in the spirit realm. And when I come back, that's when we too shall meet again, my star seeds, my loves out there. Remember, Sir Cat loves you. Yes. The Mother Goddess loves her children. Even though we've got over 10,000 names, we are still Serket. Serket, let's make that clear. The feminine creator, Serket. Bye-bye now.